Okay, so if it weren't bad enough that Andrew Tate is making his Misfits boxing debut against Chase DeMoor, who really has no business being inside that ring with Andrew Tate based off of experience, Bloody Elbow have released an article saying that Tate has made certain demands, apparently, in the contract whereby his opponent, Chase DeMoor, has to make the cruiserweight limit of £200, even though he hasn't fought at £200 for his last 3 or 4 fights anyway. So, but before I get into it, I know I've had a little bit of hate from some young boys on my comments who are clearly about 21 years old, who really like Andrew Tate and have probably been ripped off by his War Room scam. So if that's the case, I just say to you, piss off, fuck off, don't watch my videos, it's fine. I'm allowed to make YouTube videos. I don't care that I don't have as much money as Andrew Tate. And yes, I'm allowed to comment on videos like this, despite me not being a famous person or an influencer. I can have an opinion. So if you don't want to watch me, I'm not putting you at gunpoint to watch my videos about your boyfriend, Andrew Tate. And you know I'm speaking sense as well. That's why you're triggered about it. You know you don't have to like what I say. You can love it or you can hate it, but you know that it's the truth. And that's why you're getting triggered. So again, fuck off. You're not welcome on the video. Okay, so let's get into this article by Bloody Elbow. So it says, Chase DeMoor has had submit to being a massive B-side in the event. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm okay with that because Andrew Tate clearly has a big name, a big following. Again, 18 to 21-year-old kids, boys, seem to love him. They find him influential, and that's okay. He's second on the poster, Chase DeMoor. Who gives a shit about that? We're not bothered about that. But it says here, one key factor that emerged in the Americans' first training camp vlog on X this evening was that he must weigh in at £200, normally the cruiserweight limit, in order to face Tate for his heavyweight belt. So it's not even a heavyweight weight limit that they're fighting at. They're fighting at the cruiserweight weight limit. And it says, DeMoor has never weighed any less than £219 in his 3 years of boxing, indicating that even at the towering height of 6'5", he's not particularly a big heavyweight, which he isn't. 6'5" and 219. He's not particularly a big guy. However, he's told fans that he's going to need to shred up. All right, he took to the scales and he's weighing over 225 pounds with a month and a half to the fight. Now, we know about Tate's kickboxing career. Okay, he did compete at cruiserweight, but when he won the ISKA world titles at both cruiser and light heavyweight, that was years ago. 10 plus years ago, whatever it was. He's past his prime. The guy's 37, 38 years old now. He's in good nick. Clearly, he's walking around at about 12% body fat, something like that. He's always in good nick. I will give him props for that and fairness to that. But he's going to be over £200 right now. There's no two ways about it. As you get older, you get heavier, your muscle gets more dense and maturer. But the problem is this. I don't care about who's the A side or who's the B side in this bout. I still stand by the level of competition. Andrew Tate, he's a legit kickboxing world champion. Now, I'm not saying there's a discrepancy with the type of title that he won, but I know people in the kickboxing world who do sort of cast aspersions on it and say, well, it's not as good as K1 or Glory. I couldn't give two shits about that. I respect Tate for winning the kickboxing world titles. No one can take that away from him. But when you're looking at Chase DeMoor, who has no combat history, in fact, he lost his first 4 fights. I think a couple of those were amateur, of course. Then he turned professional. His record, I'm looking at it now, is 4-2-1. He has zero experience. And I actually went one step further to back up my claim, and I watched painfully 3 of his fights on YouTube when he was fighting for Misfits over the last couple of years, and one where he won the heavyweight title. And he is absolutely shambolic. He is abysmal. He couldn't punch his way out of a paper bag. There is going to be, and again, the Tate haters will be like, well, he's fucking better than you. But you don't know that. You don't know he's better than me. But it's like they're going to be saying, well, he's famous and you're just jealous and whatever. It's like, no, I'm not famous, motherfucker. I can give my thoughts and opinions on someone who is a reality TV star, who's Insta famous, and who is on Misfits in front of millions of people. I'm allowed to give my opinion, just like you are allowed to give your opinion on Andrew Tate. Okay? So this guy's got no experience. He's awful. He's awful. He has no defense. His foot movement is terrible. And I don't blame the guy because he's a beginner. He's never boxed before. Clearly never boxed. He looks so green. He looks terrible. I've seen slight improvements from fight to fight, but do you think it's going to be anywhere near the level to beat Andrew Tate? Is it fuck? Never going to be. Andrew Tate could have had 10 years out the sport and he would untrained and he would still walk into this bout and mollywop this Chase DeMoor. This is not going past 2 rounds. It's going to be an easy night's work for Tate. But again, it just backs up my story. And again, you can hate me. If you like Andrew Tate and you're part of his war room and you're 21 or whatever, you can hate me. And that's cool, bro. I was 21 too at one stage of my life. I don't give a shit what you think. He's taking in a very easy payday in a fucking federation like Misfits or a company who doesn't count for shit. If you're that good, go and fight Alexander Usyk. Go and fight Daniel Dubois. Go and fight Jake Paul. Go and fight Darren Till. But he dodged Darren Till because he knows he would get absolutely destroyed. It wouldn't even last 2 rounds. So he's picking his battles. He knows what he's doing. And it's a coincidence that he's walking into this heavyweight bout. If this guy, Chase DeMoor, is the heavyweight champion of Misfits, it tells you all you need to know about the standard and the quality of Misfits boxing. It isn't true boxing, clearly. Now, this guy's had fucking 6 professional fights and is a champion, but it means jack shit. But Tate knows what he's doing. He's a clever marketeer. He really is clever. But I'm interested to see who he wants to fight after he beats Chase DeMoor comfortably. It's not going to be a competition. So I can stand by what I say. I'm entitled to my opinion. You know, he's a god-awful boxer, Chase DeMoor. And again, nothing against the guy. He's brand new to boxing. He is brand new. Jake Paul, though, made more progress in 3 years or 4 years than he did. And maybe Jake Paul's got more funds and more resources or whatever, more contacts. But it is what it is. I'm just stating the facts. And you can love it or you can hate it. It's fine, but it's the truth. So, but the weight cut is bullshit. You're dragging someone down who already has a massive disadvantage and you're pulling him down to 200 pounds. Because Tate clearly walks around that weight, 200, 205, 210. Not much of a cut, whereas Chase DeMoor is already lean. He's already about 12% body fat. He's a very good athlete. He looks in fantastic condition. And you're going to try and suck 20 to 25 pounds off the guy. There's only so much he can lose. Water weight, sure, he can get rid of, 10 pounds, maybe 15 pounds. But that extra 10 pound of weight, it's going to kill the guy. And he's going to be at a massive disadvantage. So it just goes to show where Andrew Tate is at right now for this bout. It's embarrassing. I'll only respect him when he comes through when he comes through this bout and he fights someone like Darren Till, but he's already ducked Darren Till. So the proof's in the pudding. It's an absolute piss take, the fighting at cruiserweight. It's not even a heavyweight bout, is it, if it's at cruiserweight? So he needs to get a pair of balls. He really does. So peace out.